Okay, so what is F. Scott Fitzgerald describing?
The sound of the curtain.
The sound of the curtains.
It's growing up a pitch on the wall.
Okay, the sound of the curtains. Okay, do you think this is good? Can you hear it? What does it sound like? Okay, good. We can hear it. So will we say this is strong imagery or weak imagery? Strong. This is strong. Okay, so we have an example of weak imagery. Nia, okay, read yours first.
No, it's not exactly a police dog.
What'd you say?
It's not exactly a police dog.
Can you read it out of the text so we can hear it? Because I don't just want you guys to know, okay, here's what imagery is. I want you to know what it looks like to have strong imagery and what it looks like to have weak imagery, okay? And our goal, do we want to use strong or weak imagery?
Strong.
All right, exactly.
No, it's not exactly a police dog.
Okay, so it's in the text it says, no, it's not exactly a police dog. Do they give us any details about what the dog looks like? No, would that be helpful if we're trying to recreate the image? Okay, good. So make sure when we are doing our own imagery that we're giving examples, that we're giving details that really help the reader recreate it, okay? Anyone else? Let me get one more example of good imagery. Come on, yeah, go.
Jim's hand, which was resting on the balcony rail, tight in the ground. He drew in his breath settling, glancing. Jim was trying to be dramatic.
Pause. So there's a few things going on here, but what type of, read that one more time. Read it one more time, and I want y'all to track and go.
Jim's hand was resting on the balcony rail, tight in and around him. He drew in his breath settling, glancing above. I saw no corresponding reaction and wondered if Jim was trying to be dramatic.
Okay, great. So what is Hart really describing? Him touching the rail. What else? What else does he do?
Taking a deep breath.
Taking a breath in. And how does he take that breath in? He drew his breath in how? Suddenly. Does that sound a certain way? Does that look a certain way? When someone suddenly draws in, what does it sound like? Okay, what does it look like? Okay, good. Right? So you hear him gasp, right? And you can see his chest moving. So that's what type of imagery? Visual and what else? Auditory, because we can hear that, okay? The first part, when he's touching the rail, what is that? Come on again. Touch and what else? What do you say again? Sight or? Sight or? Visual, good. Because we can see the way he grips the rail, right? And it tells us he does it tight, so we can feel when he's touching it, okay? All right. So now go ahead and close the original text that you have. Now what we're going to do, you're going to draw an image. And it's going to be a similar image to this fire picture. And you and your group are going to create your narrative essays based on the image. You're going to use strong imagery to recreate the image, all right? I'll let you draw your image. I'm going to show you real quickly, flash through so you guys can see maybe which one you want to pick.
Right there. We want that with the truck.
That's upside down.
Over to how could it be?
Upside down. There's a little fight going on here.
Oh, they want to fight.
That's the fire.
Oh, what do you got going on?
I know you're excited. Okay, if you pick it, you get it.
I already knew where it was.
Okay, go quickly.
That ain't circle, right?
All right. So go ahead. The first thing that we're going to have to do first is we have to analyze the image. We have to break it down. Pick it. Go quickly.
So right up. It's an all together.
Who said they want to fight? Quickly. Pick one.
So you writing the whole essay now?
And
We track it.
not yet. Follow the steps, and you're going to be able to take it home for homework to work on. All right. So the first thing that I want you to do is you should have those 2 sheets of paper. One of those sheets of paper you're going to use for brainstorming. The other sheet of paper you're going to use to actually write your essay. So we're going to brainstorm first. The first thing that we have to do is we have to analyze or break down our image. I want you guys to spend 4 minutes as you're going around. My expectation is that you are analyzing the image and you have answers to these 3 questions. Again, my expectation while I'm walking around, I'm going to be walking around to see, have you guys identified what's going on in the image? Have you guys decided what the story is going to be? And thirdly, have you decided who the characters in your story are going to be? Ayanna, do me a favor, sit right here at this desk, and I'll get you. Actually, sit next to Janisha. Sit next to Janisha, I'll get you caught up. Okay, and who the characters are. All right, real quickly, remember a story. This right here is what type of diagram?
The rising agency.
Okay, what's this called?
What the line?
This line right here represents the what of a story. Okay, every story begins with exposition. And in the exposition, you get what? The beginning of the story, introduction, characters. Good. Next, you have the what type of action? And here's where we get introduced to what? What's going on? And what's going on is also called the problems. The problems, another name for problems are? Conflicts. Very good. Conflicts, okay? And the conflict leads up to a climax. Right? And the climax, falling action. Very good. And it ends with the
D word.
denouement or the resolution. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to create a story. And you're going to have all those elements of your story. And you're going to create it around this image. Okay? So the first thing that I want you to do, I'm going to give you 4 minutes. I'm going to go around and see. You're going to write your essay independently. You're going to brainstorm together. Okay, you can brainstorm together, or if you want to work independently, you can do that as well. Okay? So 4 minutes, right here, going around to make sure that the first step that you've analyzed your image, you've answered those 3 questions on that scrap sheet of brainstorm paper. Go.
What's going on? I think it's going on this week.
No, you're using the brainstorm. All right, well, let's look at this. You guys have your image? So what do you think is going on right now? What do you think is going on? It's safe. So we've identified a character. The character you said is a grandmother. Okay? Grandmother. Who else is in this? Who is this? You guys you can be creative, so you can make it up. So this is a granddaughter. Then there's one other person here. Could be a nurse. So we have a nurse, a granddaughter, a grandmother. And you guys told me that what's going on? She's what? She's sick. Okay? She's sick. All right. So what's the story? How did she get sick? Ooh, she has cancer. Oh, she had a heart attack. You guys can decide it's your own story. All right. So, what are they doing?
The young daughter called the ambulance because the grandmother fell out while cooking.
Okay, good. I like how you kind of gave us the rising action. What happened? Grandma was cooking. She fell out. They called the ambulance, and this is how we got here. Question: what ends up happening at the end? Did she live or did she die?
She died.
Ooh, Lord, sad story.
No, you're supposed to say she lived.
Okay, you guys, but this is a beautiful thing. It's your own story. So you may decide she dies. She may decide that she lives. Right? You get to make your own decisions. Go ahead and make sure that you have on your sheets of paper your brainstorming questions answered. All right. Hey, Nick. So you're not there already? Who are the characters out of curiosity?
Poodle.
What's the dog's name?
Poodle.
Poodle?
Pootie. I don't know him.
Pootie. Pootie is the dog's name. Okay, any other characters?
Yeah, the dude take a picture. And the phone. Mark.
Okay, and Mark and Pootie.
Yeah.
Okay? Mark and Pootie.
Come on, right there, phone.
I want you to think about how Pootie got in the middle of the street, right? Think about what Pootie is doing in the middle of the street.
Photo shoot.
Oh, yeah.
It's a photo shoot. Okay, Pootie's on a photo shoot. Okay.
Bro, Pootie photo shoot. Photoshop Pootie.
Mark is taking a picture of Pootie with you.
A minute and 50 seconds left.
And the police tries to get him.
Do you have characters?
We just want his name.
You don't have to, but you guys are getting me, right? Okay, you have a minute and 40 seconds. Use your time wisely. Guys, just like on your state test, you're going to have to brainstorm very quickly for your essays. So make sure we're practicing that skill now. Brainstorming, collecting our thoughts very quickly, organizing our thoughts very quickly. It doesn't have to be 5 paragraphs. It has to have a beginning, an exposition, it has to have rising action, introducing the conflict, it has to have a climax, introducing the highest point of tension, it has to have falling action, and it has to have a resolution. So that may look like an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. It may look like 2 body paragraphs, but it just needs to be a complete story. 50 seconds. I already went down a piece of paper and jumped in. Start brainstorming.
In the one story, Pootie was dressed for a photo shoot, but rain and she was in the road. Pootie was dressed for a photo shoot, but now,
Give me 1 second. You have 20 seconds to finish. 20 seconds. Do they have names for them? Well, listen. Okay. So you're telling me that the police are fighting the citizens? No, they feel okay, because that's okay, good. All right, good. I think we've got a pretty good job of brainstorming. One of the things that I'm noticing that when we're going around is that a lot of us are doing a really good job of developing our rising action. I love that we're connecting the dots and we're knowing how we got to the image. No, I'm just telling you what's going on in the image. You're telling me a story. How did we get to the image, okay? Yes, you take this. What'd you say? Okay, you don't know how to start what off? The essay? Are we there yet? We're not there yet. When we get there, I promise I'll make sure you know how to do it. Right now, I just want you to focus on brainstorming and developing your thoughts, okay? All right, so the second thing that we're going to do to brainstorm, last step for brainstorming, is I want you to identify the 3 types of imagery that you need. It's frozen. I don't know how to do it. The 3 types of imagery that you need to use to make this image come to life, okay? We said earlier that imagery is what authors use to give the readers an experience. What 3 types of imagery do you need to use to give the author the experience? So if you guys were quick to decide what, now tell me exactly what. Okay, what does if you
Use that whole word.
You can't spell it.
That thing say.
Map it out. If you do a good job of developing your thoughts now, it'll make it even easier when it's time to write your essay.
Our tour was sounds along the it had a card to come through.
You're supposed to write.
Yeah.
So what you're supposed to do right now is you're identifying the 3 types of imagery that you need to use in order to make this image.
You know, Mark, I'm like, come back here, Booty.
Okay, visual taste auditory. What sights are you trying to, what pictures? What sound?
They do that.
Touching, sounds dripping, the feeling, good. Right, commotion. All right, what smells?
Oh, the dog is terrified.
Smells like urine.
That's how you feel.
Yeah, the dog terrified. Escaping from the picture.
So go ahead. Write it out.
Yeah,
Go into detail. That's your imagery, so you're just going to place it into your essay.
We changed the story. She was, the reason why she ran,
Pootie?
yeah, she went out there in the road because a big dog, you know, it was a dog photo shoot, right? A big dog named Domino. No, Fruit. He had came in a big tall dog, and she got scared.
And she ran in the street. She
Yeah,
ran from the
and then she had power.
She stopped the train. And Martin was the owner.
Okay.
Who was supposed to take the picture.
So he
Okay,
just
wait,
took her.
but I have a question. What type of imagery are you going to use?
We don't use visual, auditory, and tactile.
Okay, now, go through and even put the details